Coach, great win last week. You go on the road and beat a very good football team, and you talked about that stop right before halftime and how big that was.
Yeah, I think it was 13-6, and they were going to score. It was first down and 1 foot, and our defense really stepped up right before the half. So we went in. We went into there with some good momentum, and I think that kind of. It was a good swing for us, and then we come out to the second half and just march down the field and score, and put a couple more touchdowns in the third quarter, and I think that was the game changer there. But I think it all hinged on that. I mean, they were playing with us well. They had big kids, and they were blocking well and getting off on our linebackers, and we just made little mental errors, and then we shored them up second half. So I was really proud of the kids and how they responded.
Yeah, you talked a little bit about defense to me earlier off the air and how well your defense played, especially in that third quarter.
Yeah, I think the good thing about them is the guys you talk to, they don't always sound it in interviews, but they're a very intelligent group of young men, and they understand football, and they can make adjustments on the field, and they're really getting good at communicating with each other. And as long as everybody, we've always said it doesn't matter if they know where we're going, we got to know where we're going. So we talk it out, and they do a really good job of talking it out on the field.
Boy, Owen had a great game, both sides of the football. You can't say much more about his effort.
No, I think he only played a half of defense and led the tackle charge with 14, and he threw the ball really well and made really good decisions in a lot of times, and we were in a pretty good position because he had time to throw the ball a little bit, and our offensive line did a good job of protecting him, and receivers, we've been really blessed with some kids that have gotten really good at being receivers, and so he's got a lot of targets, and he's doing a good job of finding the right guys.
Coach, it's the next game up, as you know, and you heard me talk to some of the guys not to look ahead, and that's always a danger at this point. Talk about the focus this week and make sure it's on try only.
Well, for us, we talked all week about, and we're going to continue. We did it last week too, is talking about just getting better at the little things, and so we modified some drills to add a little extra detail to it, because the last thing we can do is get bored with the details. That'll kill any team. So we try to find ways to keep it interesting for them and loose and change up just enough to where it seems like it's something new for them, and but still working on the fundamentals that we need. And I think they've responded well. I mean, I think they just really enjoy being around each other, so it makes it a lot more fun for all of us.
Yeah, you bet. Tries a football team that can be dangerous if you're not really careful, and you learned that a couple of years ago.
Yes, sir. And I think that we talked about it before about it's a confidence thing, and I think going into a game like that, we thought we would do well, but we weren't mature enough to not be overconfident. And I think right now we're pretty mature as far as how we're handling each week. I think it stems all the way back to Shenandoah, and you hate to talk about a loss, but I'm actually kind of thankful it happened, because we got our mindset right and started focusing on what's right in front of our face, and the kids have done a really good job this week of talking through try and the changes they've made, and how they've been moving the ball pretty well. I mean, they were in a shootout with Union County. It was a great game. Both teams did a great job in that game. It was an intense battle, and so they're going to fight, and we know that, so we have to be prepared for that.
Do you anticipate they'll do a lot of different things? The kids said a little bit, maybe they'll throw a little bit more.
Yeah, I think they developed a little bit of an identity here the last few weeks, and I think I don't know why they wouldn't. I mean, I think they were solid with what they were doing, and I think defensively they moved around just enough to that can cause problems. So we have to be prepared for that, and it'll be a good test, and it'll be it's one we got to win.
Yeah. Like I said to the kids, it's fun playing this time of year. I know it's a little cold and everything, but that's football weather.
Yeah, we're both standing here shivering. But yeah, it is football weather, and we've just convinced them that this is the good weather right now. It's not too hot; it's perfect out. And some of them have bought in, some of them look at us like we're crazy. But hopefully, if we put things together the right way, it'll be even colder. In a few more weeks. So hopefully, but we gotta focus on this one and get it done before we can even think about those times.